Well, hello ladies and gentlemen. Let's just see if this records properly. I've been having one or two problems with the quality of the video. I think actually it's to do with the rear suspension on the bike, because it's been sort of very bouncy, the video. I don't think it's my head that's bouncing. It might be, you never know. It's perfectly possible, but I think it's the rear suspension. I'm going today to the local bike shop after my appointment, so sometime this afternoon, to see what the cost is of replacing the suspension. I have a second-hand unit, which I'm told, though I've got no proof, is okay. It's only done about 30,000 miles, according to the person I bought it off, whereas the one on the back of this bike has done 130,000 miles. So, well, about 126,000. It's about 4,000 miles short, but never mind. Yes. So, I'm going to see what they're going to charge me for a big service, and then one or two repairs that are needed. Yes, it's a beautiful day. I can probably see it, and of course I'm riding into the sun, so that won't help you at all. It'll probably be flaring on the lens, but in a few minutes I will be turning east, so you won't be in the sun because today I'm going to see the ENT specialist. Due to the current situation and the fact that colds and the flu have not been as prevalent as in previous years, I haven't had a cold for about 2 years. Now, I know that sounds yippee, but I have a serious problem with my sinuses, have had for a very long time, since I was about 14, possibly 15 years old. And I need to have a cold on regular bases in order to clear my sinuses. And of course, not having had a cold for nearly 3 years now means my sinuses are in a bad way. So I'm off down to see the ENT, except for they don't call them ENT in France. Yes, why not? We're in France, we'll call them something else. I know. Oh, the bike's cold. Or should I say the engine's cold? On the bike, it's not cornering or not picking up the revs correctly. So, I'm taking the scenic route because I've got no idea where I can park when I go and see the ENT, which of course in France, as I said before, has a different name. They call it an ORL. Yes. So, ear, nose and throat. As you've noticed, there's no nay in ORL, there's no N. It's ORL. So, oreille for the O. The R is Rhino, your nose, rhinus, whatever. Rhine something. I don't know quite what it is. And the L is for the larynx. I wonder why it happened there. The grips didn't want to come on. It's a little bit chilly. It was -1 this morning when I went out at about 7 o'clock. The sun was rising nicely. Don't know what the temperature is now, but it's cold enough for a little bit of poignon chauffe, which is heated grips in English. Sorry, I'm trying to think and ride and talk, and of course being multitasking is impossible, so I can usually do 1.5 things but not 2, and trying to do 3 is very difficult. So anyhow, we're going alongside the Marne. It's very nice. Excuse me, this is the problem I'm having. The cough is to do with my sinuses, unfortunately. So anyhow, yes, we're alongside the Marne. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend, actually, as well. And oh yes, we're going to go down the Quai de Winston Churchill, or we might just touch upon it, actually. The Quai de Winston Churchill, which is a bit further on. Yeah, they appreciate people who did good for them. Yes, well, we all know what the big news is, and bullying gets people nowhere. There was a report on Sky News. I'm not a big news watcher, but it popped up on my phone to say that things are not going quite as well as expected for the bully. So we'll have to see what happens on that. And he seems to be a little irritated, based on a televised press release, or whatever you call it, this morning that he gave. So it seems he's a little bit upset. I like this. So anyhow, yes, we can expect to see the price of fuel go through the roof. I don't care where you are. And I think Mr. Macron might have some problems in the upcoming election because of all of this. We might end up with someone a bit more right-wing. We'll have to see. This is not the fastest way, by the way, but the fastest way goes through the middle of the town, and I don't really like middle of towns. I do that every day normally. Périphérique, middle of Paris, La Défense, which is an absolute nightmare. Oh yes, I don't know if I mentioned, I think I've managed to get myself a performance award in La Défense. They've got a sort of ring road around La Défense, which is about the most confusing thing you've ever seen in your life. And I was doing 58 in a 50 going downhill when there was a flash. So we'll have to see if that's an actual performance award or if it was somebody's lights coming on. I've got a sneaking suspicion it was a performance award. But yes, going down a hill doing, well, according to this speedo, I was doing about 58. And it is relatively accurate. So 57, 58. So I imagine I was just over the limit. Pah. Never mind. Anyhow, I'm nearly here. Where I want to be is that building over there. I've now got to find somewhere to park, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare, even on a motorcycle. So we'll have to see what happens. I have no idea where I can park. This is a nightmare, which is one of the reasons I'm a little bit early. I might pull a U-ey here and see what's what. I don't want... Oh, British car with a UK sticker as well.